Hello and welcome to the third part of our authentication Firebase tutorial. Okay, and our complete inside our chapter in advanced programming and creating an app, a complete Android app with Firebase. So in this part, I will complete the login necessary proper programming so it works with the login. Okay, as you can see, we stopped by defining this variable here, that manages everything related to auth Firebase authentication. That's why it's inside the class here. If I press Control in Windows in Control, in Mac is Command, and I press Firebase and I go into the Firebase class itself, you will see a lot of code, okay, which has all kind of data information on how to work with the Firebase object. Okay, I'm not really interested in this. I just want to show you that. Okay, great. We said that once we press on the on click, we want to first store both email and text in variables. And now the final step is to check if the user logged in or not. Okay, so if we go here and we check out how to log in, not create user, but log in into user, you will see that we have under it here the sign in as a user here, down here, very similar steps. We will jump from this line. We're not going to do it right now. It's just to get the current user in case the user already logged in before, okay? And we will do this. This is the lines necessary to complete the login. This here, and I will explain what it means step by step, is the necessary lines to ask Firebase to see if the email and password are correct and if I should allow the user to log in or not. So if I copy this code here and I take it here and I pass it here, you will see that the first thing it already shows me is a lot of errors. First of all, because here and here I have to send the email and password the user wrote here. Now that information is right here in these variables here. Remember, we have to use variables and values to send information from place to place. So the only thing I have to do really is change it, because this sign in with email and password method, because this is a function, this is a method that belongs to the auth var object defined up here, needs two variables to work: the email and the password, the text. Here we have just to import the toast and the log object. We don't have an update UI function in our code, so we are just going to delete it. The final element we have to define is a tag variable. The tag variable is just a simple string with the name of the class, in this case is main activity, so we can later on find it here in the log cat, in the logging, okay, in the log console, so we can see errors and text and so on. Okay, great. So once we do all this, we can try and execute the app. Okay, if I try and execute the app, it will now show here the most updated version of the app. And when I press here on the button, you will see that it's going to update. It will try to execute the code inside here. As you can see inside, there is two if and else, okay? The first if, what it does is ask if the task, which is all this, was successful. This is a boolean. If it's successful, it will show this log D, and it will store the user, the object of the user that just logged in this variable, in this value here. If it failed, it will go through the else, and the else will show us first another log with an error, and it will show a toast, which is a small message here, down here. It will tell us that there was an error. Authentication failed. That's the thing it's going to show. Okay. So let's try. First, let's try an email that we just created. And instead of putting the right password I'm just going to put a wrong password, and let's try to press on login. Authentication failed. Okay, as you can see, it fails because the password is wrong. My complete password is 12345678990. If I do this, it doesn't show anything because it worked. Now, if you want to show some kind of a message that authentication was successful, you can copy this toast here, okay, paste it here, and instead of writing authentication failed, you can do authentication successful. Okay, run the app again, and now it will show a toast either if it fails or if it doesn't. Sorry. It will be yoni@yoni.com 12345678990, and if I press on login, it will show authentication successful. Okay. I didn't really mention before anything, but if you're going to try to execute this app on your phone, here in the Android manifest, you always have to add a permission to access different elements of the phone, and in general to access that will be asked the user when he installs your app. So it's very important to ask the user's permission, okay, internet, because we are going to access the internet. Sometimes I can also tell you that it's very your app may fail if you don't really add this permission. It's very important to add it. In general, it's telling me, let's see what it's telling me. That doesn't matter. Okay, it's not important. So it's very important to add this in any case. Okay, but as you can see, this is working. Okay, we don't really have to do anything else for now. Okay, but we will add. We are interested in adding the register, the sign up option as well. So to do that, in the following parts, I will add the register options.